Welcome back to the Mad Dog Farm. I did a video a while back over on the other channel, Ben's Garage. We had a bit of a Hornet problem in the garage just before we concrete the floor. I dispatched them with this, the umarex MP40 Legends machine gun. The nest had already been treated. The nest had already been treated, but I dispatched it with this. Now, the leaves are going on the oak tree outside. I'm not sure how far. It's got to be a good 80 to 100 metres away. No, 80 metres. I don't know what that is in yards. As the leaves are starting to come off, I noticed something up in the top. We'll get a little picture of that now. And I thought, that looks very similar to a hornet's nest. So I've got the camera out, zoomed in. Fair enough. There it is, hornet's nest. Hornets are in and out. Still quite active in that one. Now, we got rid of the ones in the garage. There's still some in the chimney, but they've slowed right down now. We're going to deal with those. But the one up in the tree, I thought I'd have a go at shooting it down. I say, it's a good 80 metres away. So we're going to use this, the MP40, and then we're going to use this as well, the Sig Sauer SP 2022. They're both BB guns. That's 2.8 joules. This one's supposed to be about 7. I'll try it in semi-automatic and then put it in full automatic and see what actually happens. I'm not expecting great things, to be honest, because obviously it's a BB gun. Once it gets out to that sort of distance, there's going to be no power whatsoever. But we'll give it a go. So let's see what we can shoot. Well, I've put a few through this, and I've put a few through this. I can't tell if we're actually hitting it or not. So what I'm going to do is put these to one side. We're going to give it a go with this. This is 50 cal rubber balls. I've removed the valve in this, as you all know if you've seen other videos, so it's a little bit more powerful. I still think it's too far, but we'll have a go. But I think the time the balls reach up there, they'd have lost all power and they're just going to tickle the nest. Let's crack on, see if we can shoot it. So I think we can deduce from that 80 metres is a bit too far for the ball gun, the rubber ball HDR revolver. It's also a bit too far for this, although the barrel starts there and ends there, so that's a good 10 inches I suppose. This is supposed to be about 7 joules. Even if they were reaching up there, I'm not sure if they were. When I edit this I'll see, because I'll be able to zoom in on the nest. I'm not sure if they're reaching that far before they tail off. It's going to have no power time it gets up there. So, and this one, although they were reaching up there, I could actually see it. They were going over the top. Yeah, this is only 2.8 joules. The barrel's only very short, I'm assuming. I think the barrel starts about there. So it's 3 inches, maybe 4 at a push. So 2.8 joules. That shoots very straight. I mean, the MP40 shoots quite straight as well. But I think it's asking a little bit too much for a BB gun to get all the way over there. Now, I've got something coming for Christmas, which I do know about. So if it's still up there then, I'll see if I can dispatch it. My other air rifle, I've just stripped down in the last couple of days. I'm going to be refinishing the wood on that. So I don't want to put it all back together just to shoot that down. But it's like Tina said, at the moment the nest is still active. There could be a few queens in there that are recently hatched. Once they're hatched, they then go off and hibernate, ready for next year, and then they start their own colonies. So it would be nice to get rid of the nest now while it's still active. Really, I could do with a shotgun, but shotguns and rifles are pretty difficult to get hold of in France. If you've got the right licence, you can either join a shooting club, or you can become a member of the chasse, which is the hunt, or you could join what they call ball trap, which is clay pigeon shooting. I did think about it. I and I did inquire at a gun club. Never got back to me. Whether it's due to COVID and they're all shut, I don't know. I don't want anything to do with the chasse because they've got a bit of a habit of drinking while they're shooting, and every year they do tend to have quite a few accidents. We don't normally like them around our property, so I don't really want to be getting too associated with the chasse. However, there is a firearm that we're allowed in France at the moment, so I might get in there before they change any laws. I don't know if it's a loophole or something like that, but you can actually have, on an unrestricted, a cap and ball revolver, and 44 cal lead balls. And they do pack quite a punch. I think they're unregulated because they're classed as an antique firearm, because they're modelled on the 1851 Colt Navy, whatever it is, revolver. Or you can get the Remington version. They're made brand new by a company in Italy, but anyone can buy them. You have to be over 18. You can buy the revolver, and you can buy the black powder and the ammunition and everything, and you can shoot them. There's no restrictions on them, which I find is quite amazing, because a 44 or even a 36 cal revolver in the right hands is going to do some damage. But I'm not going to worry, complain about that too much, because it possibly might be something that I look into in the coming future. But a shotgun would be very nice, because I could just pepper it with a couple of rounds, and it would, knock the nest out of the tree and disperse. But for now, I think we're back to the air rifle. We're only 4 weeks for Christmas now, so that might be a Christmas video. As I say, I do know what I've got, because Tina asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I showed it to her, and when it turned up, she asked me to check it to make sure everything was okay. So I do know what I've got coming. I'll keep it a little bit of a surprise, so that I'll do a little bit of a Christmas special video on that. But I might end up Christmas Day shooting out the window at the Hornet's nest. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for this video. I don't think we made any dent on it with the BB guns, so we'll call it a day at that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Random things we do here on the Mad Dog Farm. But yeah, please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.